Okay, right. So a very good evening and salam sejahtera to everyone. A warm welcome to all educators, parents, and distinguished guests tuning in from all over Sarawak and beyond. I'm Mr. Gary, and I'll be your moderator for this evening's webinar, the 12th series of our dual language program DLP webinar, proudly organized by the Pertubuhan Aspirasi Guru Sarawak, PAGS, in collaboration with Majlis Guru Cemerlang Sarawak, with strong support from the Ministry of Education, Innovation and Talent Development Sarawak, MITE. This initiative is part of our continuous effort to support the upcoming Ujian Penilaian Dual Language Program, UPDLP, which will take place this October to all Year 6 pupils across Sarawak. Tonight's session will focus on a crucial skill in the English paper, that is, speaking. And we are honored to be joined by a very experienced and passionate educator who will guide us through practical strategies to help our pupils succeed. This session is streamed live on Facebook and YouTube, so if you know someone who would benefit from tonight's sharing, feel free to share the QR code shown on the poster. Without any further ado, it gives me a great pleasure to introduce tonight's esteemed speaker, Cikgu Nordalina Nailie. Cikgu Nordalina is a Guru Cemerlang for English subject at SJKC Thian, Sibu, and is well known for her outstanding commitment in elevating English proficiency among her pupils. With years of classroom experience and a deep understanding of the dual language program, she has empowered many pupils and teachers through her expertise in the English subject, particularly in speaking, which is our main topic this evening. Let us give her our full attention and support as she shares practical tips, best practices, and insightful ideas to help our Year 6 pupils prepare effectively for the UPDLP speaking component. Over to you, Cikgu Nordalina, or yours. Cikgu Nordalina, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Gary. Is my voice up? Can everyone hear my voice? Is my voice clear enough?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So, a very good evening, everyone. So, I'm back again, but tonight my topic is speaking. Okay, speaking. So, let me straight to the point. So, this is the exam paper format that has been forward many times in social media since last week. All right, so this is how we're going to have for our English UPS 603. I think the the format for the exam is more or less the same with our UASA, the one that we had during our year 4 and also year 5. All right, so tonight my focus is on speaking. Okay, speaking. Can you see my slide? I'm at the third slide. Can everyone see my slide? Mr. Gary, can you see the number 3 slide, Mr. Gary?
Oh, yes, I can see your slide
Okay.
clearly.
All right. So I continue. Although the UPDLP Sarawak English UPS 603 exam is a written test, means ujian bertulis, writing. Okay, several parts still require strong speaking related skills. Means we can use the speaking skills, convert it to writing skill. Okay, especially part that help pupils to express their ideas clearly and confidently in writing. Actually, we can use the speaking skill that we had, convert it to writing skill. Okay, so we're going to take a look how are we going to turn this speaking skill into our writing skill during our exam in a few months time. All right. Okay, parts of the exam that I think benefit from speaking skill enhancement, part 6 and part 7, of course. And of course, we need it for comprehension part that more the marks that 2 or 3 marks, the one that at the comprehension part, right? But most of the time, I think the speaking skill, we can use it in part 6 and also part 7. Why? As you can see, part 6 that we have is guided writing, okay, where you can generate your ideas, organize your content, and write your short text, right? But for part 7, this is a longer writing task where you can give your opinions, describing experiences, notes expansion. Okay, it's actually the same with speaking. Speaking we use our mouth orally, but when we write, actually we turn to the things that we speak out, turn it into the writing task. All right. Okay, why speaking helps in this part? The first one, of course, support vocabulary retrieval, where you can recall and rehearse useful words by speaking before writing. So first thing first, of course, you need to read the question. You read the question and then you try to speak out the answer before you write it. Okay, improve sentence formation. Okay, means practicing answers aloud helps you to hear and correct your grammar errors. Right. Next one, of course, we need to boost our confidence. Okay, especially important for if you think you are very poor or you think you are not good enough. So this is a time where you can turn the speaking part to the writing skill. Okay, of course, we encourage idea expansion. We want to expand our idea. We don't want our sentence to be so short or maybe one word, two word. We don't want. We want the expansion part. We want to make it longer, the better version. All right. Okay, let's take a look. Why is it important? Of course, it helps in our exam oral tests. Okay, in secondary later on, we have our speaking paper. Okay, but now we just need to turn the speaking skill to the writing part. Okay, and builds confidence, improve fluency and our pronunciation. Right. This is the speaking skill. I skipped this one. All right. So the first one, for speaking skill, the first part we need it for greetings and introduction. For example, like this one, when we say hello, hi, good morning. You see, those sentence frame we normally use it in part 6, the email one, okay, or the part 7 note expansion. Okay, in part 6, when we write an email, we normally start our email with greeting, right? It's similar with speaking. We say hello, we say hi, we say good morning, or we say good day. And then we can ask the name. This is very basic parts. We ask what's your name, how old are you, okay, this where do you live. This is a basics greeting and introduction. Okay, so this is introducing yourself and introducing others. This is normally what we can greet others. Okay, this one we learn it in year 4, the previous one. All right, when speaking, we also giving our personal information. For example, I live in Johor Bahru. I live in Kuching. I live in Sibu, for example. I study at. I study at SK Sri Damai. I study at SK Sri Sentosa, for example. And next one, you say, I go to school by bus. I go to school by bus. This one is meaning we give the personal information. When we do the speaking skills, we speak out this one. We use our mouth. We say it out loudly. But we can turn the sentence that we say it out loudly, turn it to the sentence like this, the writing part. We can write out the sentence like this. All right, next one. Describing people, places, and things. Okay, of course, we need to use adjective. When we describe people, places, and things, the most important things is we need adjective to make our description clear. For example, like when we say a boy, We can say a tall boy means it clearer. The info that we give will be clearer. We use the adjective like big, small, tall, short, clean, dirty, noisy, quiet, friendly, helpful, beautiful, modern, busy, peaceful. So when we add on adjective part, our description will be more clearly. Like this one, pattern. Let's see. The park is big and clean. Some say, we say the park, this is the park. So we can make it better by writing the park is big and clean. Okay, we use the very basic one. Don't be afraid to use the basic adjective and say, oh, I must use the extravaganza. No need. We just use the very basic one, write it properly with the correct grammar, then it's good enough. Okay, this one, she has short black hair and wear glasses. This is how we describe people. And the next one, the building is tall and modern. Okay, next one, we're talking about likes and dislike. When we write, when we talk about like and dislike, we normally say, I like swimming. You should expand your sentence. You can say, I like swimming because it is fun. This is better than if you stop at I like swimming only. So when you talk about likes and also dislikes, things that you like or things that you dislike, try your best to give the reason. This is the reason. It is fun. Or you can say, it is boring. It is exciting. Like this one, I don't like spicy food. Give a reason. So you say, because it is too hot. Okay, because it made me stomach ache, like that. I don't like. You give a reason. When you say you like something or you dislike something, please try your best, do your best to give a reason. Bagi sebab, why. Okay, normally we use the word because. Okay, next one. This is the giving opinions part. Okay, when the question asks you to give opinions, you can use the word I think. This very basic one, I think. Or you can say, in my opinion. Or you can say, I feel that. Okay? For example, I think football is more exciting than badminton. In my opinion, recycling is important. So this is how you start your sentence when you want to give your opinion. Okay, you start with I think. You start with in my opinion. You start with I feel that. Right? Next one, this one agree or disagree. Setuju ataupun tak setuju. You want to express the agreement or disagreement. So you can say, I agree with you. Or you say, I don't agree with you because, like that. Or you can say, that's a good idea. That's a good idea means you agree with the statement. Or if you feel like you don't agree, means there are disagreement. So you can use, I see your point, but this is the polite way, how we can express our disagreement. I see your point, but we use the word but. All right. Next one. This one we normally see it like at question part 7. Part 7, not expansion. Okay, giving opinions. So you use the connector as connectors. For example, like first, next, then, after that, lastly, finally. You use those connectors. Okay, for example, first, we arrived at the zoo. Next, we saw the elephants. Then, we had lunch. After that, we visited the lion enclosure. Finally, we went home. Okay, so with the connectors, our sentence or our info or our sentence, we can make it properly, the proper way. We can express our idea in the proper way, like this, right? Okay, so now I'm going to give you the example. Okay, this example I took it from our Year 6 SOW and also our textbook. Okay, our textbook at Academy Stars. How are we going to turn our speaking skills into the writing skills? All right, let's check the first one. Job and occupations. Okay, for example, job and occupation, we can choose the easy one like teacher, nurse, pilot, doctor. Those are the easy one. Or we can write mechanic, police officer, farmer, driver, artist. If the question asks you your dream job, for example, you can use this sentence frames. My dream job is ... because ... Or you can say a ... works in a ... and they ... If you got the sentence frames, you can choose whatever job that you like or whatever occupation that you like or you know. Okay, for example, if the question asks you, what is your dream job? This is normally at part 6 where we have the bullets one. No? Normally we have 3 bullets, right? When we write the email in part 6. The email question will give you 3 bullets or maybe 2 bullets. Okay, every bullets you got the question that you need to answer. So for example, if the bullets question asks you, what is your dream job? So you don't answer it very simple like, my dream job is teacher, for example. Means it's very short. You should explain it. Make it a bit longer with more detail. For example, my dream job is to be a chef because I enjoy cooking and making new dishes. Okay? If you want a better version, you can make it longer, right? Chefs work in restaurants and they prepare food for customer. So you can detail your writing. All right. For example, next one. What does a doctor do? So you can answer, a doctor works in a hospital. This is normally what we write, a doctor works in a hospital, then we stop. So we can make it better version. They help sick people and give medicine. So your sentence is more proper, as you can see. All right, let's take a look. So this is a vocab. I will forward the slide later on. Okay. So we go to this one. This is a basic sentence frame. Okay. We need to know and learn the basic sentence frame because sometimes when we do the speaking skills, we intend to forgot, or stuck. This one when we want to speak out or when we write, sometimes we stuck. For example, like my dream job is to be a pilot because, and then you stop over there because you are lacking the vocabulary or maybe you don't have the idea. So every time, please, you can use this way to make your sentence better. For example, like this one, my dream job is what? Because what? So you base on the question later on, you answer or you write your sentence. Based on this sentence frame. Okay, so you add on whatever job that you like or whatever occupation that you like. For example, this one, my dream job is to be a pilot because I like flying. My dream job is to be a stewardess because I like flying. So you can recycle your sentence or recycle your things that you know over and over again by using the sentence frame. Okay, like this one. A farmer works on a farm and they grow vegetable. Okay, next one. Like this. You see? They're using the same one. You can use this one. My dream job is to be a chef. Like this one. Because I enjoy cooking. Or you think this one is not so easy, you choose the easier one. I want to be a chef because I enjoy cooking. So this is a proper sentence, right? Okay, if you want a better version, for example, okay, this one, you want a better one, you want to expand the sentence. Just now you think, oh, this is very simple enough. Okay, so you want a better version, the best one. You can make it in the future. I would like to become a dot 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 because you see in the future I would like to become a teacher because I want to inspire young children to learn. Wow, this is a better version. How you want to talk about your dream job. All right. Next one. The job of a doctor is very important because they save life and help people recover. So it's better than this one just now. Right? This is a very simple. Okay, this one is a better version. So it's up to you. You want the simple one or you want a better version. Okay. Next one. A pilot usually works at an airport where they fly airplanes to different places in the world. So this is how you describe a pilot. Okay, how you describe a pilot. And then this one. One reason, maybe in the bullet question at part 6, the question asks you to state the reason. So you can write like this. One reason I want to be a police officer is to protect my community. And another reason is to help people in trouble. Right? So this is how you can write a better version on why you want to become a police officer if the question asks. All right. Let's take a look at another one. If the question asks you, talk about a job you want to have in the future. The question about cita-cita, what you want to do when you grow up. Okay, so the basic one, you can write, my dream job is to be a teacher because I like helping children learn. A teacher works in a school and they teach different subjects. This is good enough. But if you want a better version, you can expand it like this. In the future, I want to become a teacher because I enjoy explaining new things and helping students improve. Okay? Teachers usually work in classroom where they prepare lesson, give homework and guide pupils. I think it is a meaningful job because it shapes the future of young people. Okay, so it's up to you. If you want a basic version, this one is good enough. But if you want the expand version, this is better, of course. All right? Next one. If the question asks you, describe what a teacher does every day. So normally we write, a teacher works in a school. So we stop there. So think about, when teacher works in a school, what they do? So they teach students, give homework, and help them learn new things. So this is the basic version. Or you want to expand, make it longer version. You say, a teacher spends most of the day in the classroom teaching subjects like English, maths, or science. They prepare lessons, check homework, and answer students' questions. Teachers also organize activities, encourage students, and sometimes talk to parents about their children's progress. So this is a better version. How we can write a better version is by reading every day. Baca setiap hari. Okay, so when you got this soft copy later on, you can print it out and you can read it every day. Reading will not make perfect. But when you read and read and read, of course it will permanent. Maksudnya dia kekal dekat situ. Permanent. So when the question asks you, describe what a teacher does every day, you can write it in a vector version or in a basic version is good enough. Alright? Okay, next one. For a doctor. This one I give you prompt 3. What does a doctor do? So normally we write, a doctor works in a hospital. We stop there because we don't know what to write. So we can say, a doctor works in a hospital. You ask yourself, what a doctor do in the hospital? So of course they help sick people. You ask yourself, you use the speaking skills. And what does a doctor do in the hospital? You can answer, they help sick people and give them medicine. So when you speak out, then you can write it down. Turn the speaking skills just now, the one that you speak out just now, you turn it to the writing part. Okay? Or you can write a better version like this. A doctor works in a hospital or clinic where they check patients. This one require a better vocabulary skills. Okay, like patient. If you don't know patient, you can turn it to the basic one, that is sick people. Orang yang sakit. Sick people is also okay. Find out sickness they have and give them the right treatment. Means we expand this one, the basic version just now. Doctors also give advice on how to stay healthy and sometimes do operation to save life. Of course, this is an expand version. Means we expand what is the duty for a doctor, right? Now, if we want to talk about a farmer, we still at the job and occupation topics. Okay, for a farmer, normally we say, a farmer works on a farm. Then you ask yourself, what they do on a farm? Did they play? Did they plucking some vegetable? So you can say they grow crops, or you don't know crops, then you write down they grow vegetables. Okay, they grow vegetables and look after animals. That one is the simpler version. Or you want to make it better? A farmer spends time planting seeds, watering crops, and harvesting fruits and vegetables. They also care for animals by feeding them and keeping them healthy. Farmers are important because they give us food. This is how we expand. Okay, we talk about a farmer. All right, next one, when we want to talk about a police officer. Okay, the basic one we say, police officer works in a police station. They work in a police station. They keep people safe. This is what we normally write. Okay, of course we make it a better version like this. We use the vocab. A police officer helps to keep law and order in the community. They catch criminals, help people in danger, and make sure the streets are safe. They sometimes direct traffic and talk to students about safety rules. Okay, we can also practice this one by asking question to our friend. Let's say you can ask your friend, hello, Peter, you ask your friend, hello, Angeline, can you talk about a police officer? So your friend will they will talk about a police officer orally, secara lisan, not orally. Then you can practice it writing down, menulis. After you speak out or your friend tell you orally, secara lisan, then you can turn it into the writing part. When you write down, then you can check your spelling, you can check your grammar, check your spelling and check your grammar. All right, when you do the writing part. Okay, this is my suggestion for you. Okay, how you can add details in speaking, of course in writing lah. Okay, you give 2 or 3 points. Okay, of course 1 point is good, but it's not the better version. We want the better one. So you can add place of work. For example, if you want to talk about job and occupation, pekerjaan kan, you add place of work, where they work, where. And then main duties. Of course, they do a lot of work. Their job scope are very wide. So you just choose the main duties that you know. And you add in why it's important. Okay, of course, you need to use connectors. As what I always remind, please use connectors. Like because this is the very important connectors, the very popular one. Because, so, also, and, but, first, next, lastly. Okay, let me show you between the weak answer and how we can improve it. Okay, for example, the question asks you about the chef that work. So you write down, a chef works in a restaurant. I give you the, let's say you add place of work, right? You add on works in restaurant. Okay, good. You managed to fulfill this one. The main duties, they cook food. Okay, good. Okay, how we can improve this answer? This is a very weak answer, means you can only get, maybe you can get a pass with this one. But of course, you need to want a better version, better mark, right? So I show you the improved answer. A chef works in a restaurant or hotel kitchen. They cook meals for customers, try new recipes, and make sure the food tastes delicious. If you don't know how to spell delicious, or you're afraid you'll spell it wrongly, you can use other words to replace delicious, like, for example, like yummy. Yes, tastes yummy. Tastes nice. You can use the word that you confirm the spelling is correct. Okay. I like this job because cooking is fun. Okay. Fun is a very simple and it's a very simple and easy adjective that we can describe. Fun ni boleh diguna pakai di banyak sentence because it is fun. Reading is fun. You can use fun. If you don't know other adjective, try to write down fun at least. Or you know better, of course, you can use other better adjective. All right? Fun and creative. Okay, so this is for job and occupation. So I go to the second topic, travel and transport. This topic also we can find it in our academy staff books, our textbook. Okay, travel and transport. In this unit or this module, we talk about the transportation like bus, train, car, motorcycle, bicycle, lorry, boat, ferry, and airplane. Okay, the sentence frame that I suggest, we can say, I travel to school by the school. This place, maybe we can change it. Where do you want to travel? I travel to whatever place. This one you can change it. By ... because. I use the connectors because. This one, if the question asks you about traveling, I like traveling by what? Is it by car, by flight, as it is what? Over there. Okay, for example, let's take a look how we can use this sentence frame. Okay, if the question say, how do you travel to school? So you can say, I go to school by bicycle because it is healthy and I can exercise. Or you don't know how to spell healthy. You also don't know how to spell exercise. My suggestion, I go to school by bicycle because it is fun. Yes, use it is fun. So even though you don't have a better version like it is healthy and I can exercise, but you give the reason because it is fun. So the mark will be, you will get a little bit more mark lah. Okay, rather than you write I go to school by bicycle, you stop there. So you can write it, expand your sentence. I go to school by bicycle because it is fun. Yes, because it is exciting. Okay. So next one. If the question asks you, which one is better, bus or car? For example, the topic, they say bus. Bus can what? Blah, blah, blah over there. And then car, blah, blah, blah over there. So the question asks you to choose which one you like, the bus or the car. So you can answer, I think, yes. In my opinion, just now, like the one that I suggest to you, you can answer. You don't simply just write a bus, or maybe you say a car, then you stop there. That's a very weak way to answer. So we make it better version. So you start your sentence with, I think, in my opinion, I prefer. Okay? So I think a bus is better because it can carry more passengers. Okay? Or you can make it a simpler one. I think a car is better because it is fun. Yes, use it again. Recycle and recycle again. Right? I hope this can help you. If you think the time is tickling, then we don't have much time for our revision. So let me give you tips. At least you write because and then you give one reason. Okay. If you cannot think of the reason and you stuck, it is fun. It is fun. Yes, always remember that one. All right. Next one. Okay. For the basic one, let's see this one. I travel to school by bus. Yes, please check your spelling bus because most of the time we intend to write the bus is BAS. So check the spelling always. Okay, because it is fast. See? Because it is fast. Or you say because it is fun. I like traveling by what? By train, as it is comfortable. Check your spelling comfortable. Okay, next one. A car is good because it is private. Private means you don't need to share with other people. Okay. I went to where? By what? Last what? See, I went to Penang by ferry last holiday. This sentence normally you use it at part 7. Alright? Okay, let's take a look at the expand version, the better one. For example, if asking about opinion, so you can say, in my opinion, traveling by ... is better because. Okay, you can tell traveling by train is better because it is cheaper. Or you can change it, in my opinion, traveling by plane is better because it is, like the one just now, comfortable. Yes, by plane is more comfortable. It is more comfortable and more relaxing. Okay? Or I usually travel to my grandmother's house by car since it is convenient and quick. Okay, next one. One reason I prefer the bus is it is affordable. Affordable maksudnya you can pay, it's not cheap, it's also it's not that expensive. Affordable means you can afford it. Okay, you can pay for the fee. Okay, so you say it is affordable. Or you don't want to write affordable, maybe it is hard to spell, so you can write I prefer the bus because it is cheap. The fee is cheap. The cost is cheaper. Okay, and another reason is I can meet new people because the bus you share with others. Okay, next one. When I went to Langkawi, I traveled by ferry. It was exciting and fun. I say, when I Went to my grandmother's house. I travel by ferry. It is exciting and fun. This is the better version. All right. Now, if the question asks you to talk about your favorite way to travel, okay, the bullet question, when you see the question in part 6, for example, the question asks you to talk about your favorite way to travel. Okay, you can say, I like traveling by bicycle because it is healthy and I can enjoy the fresh air. Or you can say, I can enjoy the view. Like that. The easier one. Oh, I can enjoy the view. So from this basic, you can explain it, make it a better version like this. My favorite way to travel is by bicycle because it is healthy, cheap, and good for the environment. Okay, you can make it longer version by adding a few adjectives. All right, these are adjectives. I can enjoy the fresh air and see the scenery along the way. I usually ride my bicycle to in the park or to nearby shops. So this is the better version on how you can talk about your favorite way to travel. Okay, let's take a look at next question about travel and transport. Okay, when you want to describe your trip to another town, and this is also a popular question when we want to describe our trip to another town or what we did during holiday. Okay, for example, last month I went to Ipoh by train. It was fast and comfortable. Or you write a very basic one. Last month, or you don't know how to spell month, maybe you are so nervous you don't know how to spell the month, you can say last week, last Monday, last weekend. Okay, I went to Ipoh by train. It was fast and fun. It was fast and comfortable. Okay, from this basic one, you can expand it and make it better version like this. Last school holiday, I travel. Yes, you change the word went to the word travel. Travel. Put the past tense because things already happened. Okay, to Ipoh with my family by train. The journey was smooth, lancar. Okay, the journey was smooth. Use was. Always remind yourself for the things that already happened, we use past tense. Past tense, guna past tense. For things already happened because this is describe your trip. Of course, the trip is you already had your trip. Okay, so that use the past tense. I traveled, was, were, went. Okay, only took, took 2 hours. I enjoyed, past tense, looking at the green hills and small towns along the way. Can you see we just use the simple words, but we organize it properly like this, you see? This is all the simple vocabulary. Is not very hard. Things that we learned before, you just use. Manage it properly, susun elok-elok. See, I enjoy looking at the green hills and small towns along the way. When we arrived, we visited the old town and tried delicious, or you can change it yummy, or you can change it nice local food. So this is how you describe your trip to another town. So this question normally we can find it in part 7. All right. Okay. If the question asks you for your opinion, which one you think is better, bus or car? Okay, so you use a very basic way to express your ideas. So you say, I think a bus is better because it can carry more passengers like the one that we discussed just now. Or you can make it a better version like this. I prefer traveling by bus because it can carry more passengers and is more affordable. Or you can say it's cheaper than a plane. Okay? I can also relax while someone else drives. However, a car is faster if you are in a hurry. So this is how you can express your opinion. So as usual, you can use I think, I prefer, in my opinion. You can use all those to start your sentence. Right? Okay. So talk about a time you travel by airplane. Ah, For example, the first time you're using plan, for example, or telling your experience, pengalaman kamu. So you can say, I went to Kuala Lumpur by airplane. It was fast. It was fast and fun. Okay? So we can make it longer by expand. Okay, let's say like this. 2 years ago, I took a flight to Kuala Lumpur to visit my cousins. The airplane was comfortable and the flight only took 45 minutes. I enjoyed looking at the clouds from the window. It was an unforgettable experience. Okay, so this is a better version. Alright, so this is my suggestion. Okay, if you want to make your answer a better, you use this one. Where, when, how, why. You ask yourself. Where. For example, like the questions ask about the holiday. So you say, where do you go for the holiday? Where? When? Bila? How? Why? Okay? And then you can add adjective. For example, like comfortable, exciting, cheap, safe, beautiful. See, those are adjectives that we can use if we want to talk about travel and transport. And of course, use connectors. Always remind yourself, use connectors because so, also, and but, first, next. Okay, so let's take a look at the question, the answer that we always write. We say, I went to Melaka with my family. This is what we normally write. So now we can make it better version like this. Last weekend, I traveled by bus to Melaka with my family. The bus was comfortable and had air conditioning. The journey took 2 hours and I enjoyed looking at the historical buildings when we arrived. Okay, this is the better version. All right, next one. We move on to hobbies and free time. This is another popular topic during our exam or our assessment. Hobbies and free time. Okay, so the very basic one we can say, in my free time, I like. So you add on in my free time. You don't simply just start your sentence with I like. Yes, I like this, I like that. So you can change the word like to enjoy. See, there's a better. You can change I like to I enjoy. In my free time, I enjoy. Of course, you state your reason. State reason. Because it is healthy. Okay. Hobbies and the things that we did during free time, we choose the positive one, like swimming, reading. Okay. You don't think funny and then you write, my hobby is sleeping. No. Okay. We just write the normal answer, right? Reading, swimming. If you're not sure swimming, how many M, for example, during your exam you suddenly stuck, so you're not sure swimming, is it 2M or 1M? So you write a simple one like reading. Reading is very simple. You can spell it correctly. Reading, what else? Jogging, right? Running, or playing football. That one is an easy one, all right? Or you can say my hobby is drawing. So you say, my hobby is drawing. So you ask yourself, where, why, how. Use those questions. Ask yourself to explain your sentence. Make your sentence better. Okay, so I usually play football with my friends at the school field, right? Okay, so we can expand our sentence. This is very basic one. So you can expand it in a better, come out with a better version. Like, in my free time, I usually paint because it makes me feel calm and creative. See? This is how we answer to make a better, to give a better reason. All right. Next one. One of my hobbies is gardening. I like it because I can grow beautiful flowers. And then I spend my free time singing as it is fun and makes me confident. See, the answer is simple, but if you organize it properly, it can help you to gain more marks. All right. When I have free time, I prefer cycling to swimming because I can explore different places. So this is how we can expand our sentence to talk about our hobbies and free time. Okay, so I make it a simpler way. For example, the question asks you, what do you do in your free time? This is a bullet, sometimes come out in bullet question in part 6 or maybe in part 7. So if the question is related to what you do in your free time, you don't just answer, I like swimming, full stop over there. Try your best to explain your answer. Panjangkan. You ask yourself, why? Why you like swimming? Where do you swim? How? You ask yourself, okay? So you can say, in my free time, I like swimming where? At the community pool. At the swimming pool. Who? You go swimming with who? With my cousin. Why? Because it is fun, because it can help me stay healthy. So this is how you can expand your sentence or your idea. So you don't say, I stuck, I don't know what to write anymore. So you ask yourself, by asking question, you can write a better version. Okay? Next one. Why do you like reading? This one. State your reason. Normally in bullet question at part 6, it always asks you to state a reason. Give a reason. Beri sebab, dia kata. So it just not only is right, it is nice, it is fun, then you stop over there. Expand your sentence. Why? For example, why you like swimming? I like swimming because it can help me stay healthy. Why you like reading? Because reading is relaxing, help you learn new things, gain knowledge. You can add on. All right. Next one. Who do you play games with? You can say, normally you say, with my brother, like that. Please make a complete sentence. You say, I usually play computer games with my brother. When? Bila? You add on. After school. During weekend. During school holiday. And then you add on, we have fun competing with each other. Okay, if the question asks you, what is your favorite hobby? So normally we just one word, leave one word, drawing. Of course, we cannot get a better mark with that. Drawing, full stop. Singing, full stop. Reading, full stop. So make a longer version, write a better sentence like, my favorite hobby is drawing. I draw animals and cartoon characters in my sketchbook, or you can say in my drawing book. It is a fun and creative way to spend my free time. Of course, you can say it can release my stress. Yes. Okay, next one. Let's talk about your favorite hobby. The basic one you were right. My favorite hobby is playing football. I play with my friends every weekend. So how we can expand it? So we say my favorite hobby is playing football. This one is the same. So we expand it. I usually play with my school team when on Saturday morning. Why? I like it because it keeps me active, or you can use the word healthy just now. For the team hobbies and free time, topics, hobbies and free time, you use the vocab like active, healthy, exciting, okay, learn new things. Those are the vocabs that you can use to express your idea. I enjoy working together with my teammates. Or you don't know how to write teammates, you can change it to friends, brother, my family member, sister, right? Okay, describe what you do after school. If the question say after school, selepas sekolah, selepas kelas. So you say I read books at home. So you can expand. I usually read books in my room. Ah, I like adventure stories because they are exciting. Make me imagine new worlds. This is how you expand. So better than this one. This one is good, but we want to make it better version. Okay. Now, if the question say talk about a hobby you do with your family. So we say, I plant a flower with my mother, for example. I plant vegetables with my grandfather, for example. So you can use the vocab like gardening. Gardening. Okay. One of my favorite family activities is gardening with who? With my mother. You ask yourself, with who? And say, with my mother. So what are the things that you plant? You can say, we plant flowers, vegetables, and then you can add on, you water them. This is the general knowledge. When we plant something, we water it, and sometimes we grow vegetables. It is relaxing, and I enjoy spending time with her, means my mother. Right? Okay, if you want to compare two hobbies, this is a comparison, your idea, asking for your opinion, asking for your idea. So I like swimming more than cycling. Then you say yes, no over there. So you can change it to I like swimming more than cycling. You give a reason. Because I enjoy being in the water. Or you say it helps me stay cool on hot days. And then you add on, however, cycling is also fun when I want to explore the park. So this is how we want to compare two hobbies. Alright? So my suggestion for hobbies and free time, again, we use where, when, with whom. Who's the person that you did the hobbies together? You did the activities together. And then of course ask yourself, why? Add on adjective, add on connectors. For example, most of the time we can see the answer is I like painting. And then you stop there. Please don't stop there. Please give a reason. Please write a little bit more. Challenge yourself. Write a little bit more. For example, I like painting because it is fun. Because I can paint a beautiful picture, for example. Or you can write like this. I use watercolors to paint flowers and landscape in my art book, in my drawing book. Sometimes I join painting competition at school. Okay, you can use those words relaxing, exciting, fun, creative, healthy. Actually, those adjectives is you can keep on recycling. You recycle it when you want to give a reason or you want to explain something. Right? Okay, next topic is food and drink. It's 9:30 now. I try to make it faster. Okay, for food and drink, I skip it. I straightforward go to the model Q&A. For example, the question asks you, what is your favorite food? So you don't just write chicken rice or nasi lemak. So you try to make it a longer version by giving the opinions, give your reason. For example, because it is yummy, because it is tasty and healthy. So your answer will look nicer and better. Okay, for example, the question say, what do you eat for breakfast? So you can say, I eat bread and drink milk for breakfast because it makes me healthy. Ah. Next, do you like spicy food? You don't answer yes or no. Try to elaborate it. You don't say yes or no. Because I don't like it, because I hate it. You say, yes, I like spicy food because it is delicious. Yes, I like spicy food because it is yummy. Or you say, no, I don't like spicy food because it makes me sick. Like that. All right? Okay, for the topic school life. Okay, school life, normally we talk about classroom, your favorite teacher, your favorite subject, okay? Describe your school, okay, or maybe describe your school canteen, all right? So for example, like, what is your favorite subject? So you say, my favorite subject is English because I like learning new words, okay? What do you do during recess? During recess, I eat with my friends in the canteen. Okay, let's take a look this one. This is sentence frames. You can take a look later on. Okay, my favorite subject is science. You give a reason because I like doing experiments. Okay, or you can say I gain new knowledge. What do you do during recess? During recess, I eat with my friends in the canteen. Well, who is your favorite teacher? My favorite teacher is Mrs. Lim. You don't stop over there. You try to give a reason because you can say she is kind. You can use adjective helpful because she is beautiful also can. Beautiful, kind, helpful. Okay. Next one for the topic festivals and celebration. Okay. For example, what is your favorite celebration? You can say, my favorite celebration is Gawai Daya. My favorite celebration is Hari Raya. My favorite celebration is Chinese New Year. Of course, you don't stop there. Why? Why you like it? Because I can get ang pao, for example. Okay. Next topics you can check is technology and gadgets. Of course, this is a bit difficult. So when we say about technology and gadget, normally we talk about computer, smartphone, internet, email. All right. For example, like what gadget do you use every day? I use smartphone like this. I use smartphone to chat with my friends and watch videos. Or the question asks you, do you like online learning? You don't answer yes or no only. You can expand your sentence by saying, I like online learning because I can study at home. Yes. Your favorite app, maybe you can say, my favorite app is YouTube. My favorite app is TikTok because I can watch many videos, because I can release my stress, because it make me happy. Try to elaborate it, try to give a reason, and try to make it a longer version. All right. Okay, for music and song, this is the last topic, second last topic, I think, music and song in our textbook. So, for example, what's your favorite song? You can write whatever song, even though the song doesn't exist. You just write, my favorite song is whatever, blah, blah, over there. So, the most important thing is why. Why you love that song? Because it is meaningful, because it is nice, because the lyrics is beautiful. Who's your favorite singer? You just write whatever the name that you know, even though the name of the singer doesn't exist. So you can say whatever blah blah because why? She has a beautiful voice. Okay, the last topic, this topic is very famous for part 7. Okay, normally we talk about the experience, the holiday, what you did during last weekend, the school trip, the holiday. Okay, that's how we can. What did you do last weekend? For example, last weekend I went shopping with my family. What do? You talk about, use the connectors. Okay, and then can you tell me about your school trip? This is how you explain, and then your holiday. So this is a very famous question that maybe will come out in part 7. All right. So I continue with, are you ready for a quick challenge? It's 9:35 already. It's a very quick challenge. It's a very simple quiz. Okay, let's check. Are you ready for a quick challenge? This challenge is very important because most of the time we use the preposition when we want to explain or we want to expand our sentence. Okay, when we want to answer the question, most of the time we do some error here or we make some mistake here. So let's check how many questions you can get it correct. All right. Okay, the first one, Saturday morning. What we use before Saturday morning? Is it in? Is it on? Is it at? Okay, so on Saturday morning. Okay, if you got it correct, then it's good. Okay, on Saturday, on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday. Okay, next one, the Buku Buku Cafe, whatever the name of the cafe. So we say at the Buku Buku Cafe. Yes, at the whatsoever cafe, at the cafe. I'm not very good cooking. I'm not very good playing basketball. I'm not very good playing football, for example. So I'm not very good at. Yes, if you want to express. So I'm not very good at cooking. Maybe at part 7, for example, there are poster about the cooking competition where your friend invite you. So you can decline it. You can say, I'm sorry, I don't want to join because I'm not very good at cooking. Okay, next one. I cycle school. Yes. I cycle to school. I cycle to school. Next one. Let's meet the park. Part 7, part 6, and part 7 normally say state the place where we meet. For example, the question at the bullet there. So we say, let's meet at the park. Yes, at the park, at the school, at the library, at the museum. Okay, next one. It will be held. This one normally we can find this sentence. We always will use this kind of sentence when we want to explain or expand our sentence in part 7. So we use, yes, on 7 October 2025. Okay, next one. We can meet. This one similar to the previous one just now. We can meet at the bus stop. Yes, we can meet at the bus stop. For example, like set the place where can you meet with your friends. So we say we can meet at the bus stop. Okay, next one. If you want to get help from your friend, for example, you say, since you are good writing essay, I want to get help from you. Please help me. Please guide me. So you say, since you are good at writing essay. Since you are good at cooking, for example. I will bring a doll, a gift. For example, if you want to talk about birthday, a party, a birthday party, a birthday celebration, open house. Okay, so you say, I bring a doll as a gift. Okay. Okay, left side, right side. So we say, on the left side, on the right side. For example, like you want to talk about the location. Where is the location? Where is it? So we describe it by saying on the left side, on the right side. So next one, I need your tips. Cat adoptions. I need your tips. How to revise the lesson, for example. I need your tips on cat adoption. Next one, I hope you can come. This one when we want to invite our friend to the birthday party, open house. I hope you can come to my house. Yes, to my house. Okay, the annual exhibition, pameran. So we say at the annual exhibition. Okay, next, the Kelana Jaya LRT station, bus station, taxi station. So we say at the Kelana Jaya LRT station. Next one, please come, my birthday party. Please come to my birthday party. Right? So that's it for my sharing for tonight. I hope it can help you. It's not much from me, so you can ask for the notes later on. Okay. Okay, that's it.
Right.
Right.
Okay, Cikgu. Thank
Later,
you.
I hope I will share the slide. Okay, you can get the slide and you can get the notes.
Right, once again, thank you very much, Cikgu Nordalina, for that enlightening and practical sharing. So now, without any further ado, we will now move to the Q&A session. Okay, Q&A session. If you have any question, you can ask Cikgu Adlina now, Nordalina. You can type your question in the comment section. Whatever questions you want to ask Cikgu Nordalina. Right, I give you some time. And we do know that the time already exists around 12 minutes, but that's okay. Thank you, Cikgu Nordalina. Right, so any questions? You can write the questions in the comment section below. Okay, remember the code for the e-attendance is English Siri 12. Okay, the code jana keikhlaran webinar Siri 12 is English Siri 12. Right, so I guess there's no question from the members of the floor. So, and with that, we have come to the end of the tonight's session. On behalf of PAGS, MGCS, and the Ministry of Education, Innovation, and Talent Development Sarawak, we would like to extend our deepest appreciation to Cikgu Nordalina Nailie for her impactful and inspiring sharing. A big thank you as well to our all educators and students who tuned in. We hope you have found this session valuable in your preparations for the UPDLP this October. Do stay connected with us through our official Facebook and YouTube channels for more updates and upcoming webinar sessions. And you can always rewatch this YouTube at your own time later through the same link they're given to you. So until next time, stay safe, stay inspired, and continue to make a difference in the lives of your pupils. Thank you and good night, everyone. See you again the next series.